can go in any direction. So when you start attacking that, you can tell if you live in a safe society as long as you're
Stop where you are!
Easy. Here to help.
Not one step closer!
Hey! Slow down!
Leave me be!
Well, there you
How
have
can
it.
a singular joke grow so far that now you're doing hard discussions about it? I mean, how much later now? It's absolutely ridiculous the time and brain sensitivity you have towards.
I'm grateful, V. I've managed to re-establish contact with the vehicle.
Shock therapy works wonders sometimes.
I'm sending a tow truck and a share of your fee. Yet only one of those is going to your credit account.
Ha ha ha. Again, he says if you're a person that feels like you have the police comedy to get your point across, you should substitute. As I've done your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Drop if you disagree with anything I said in this video, take it up just respectfully. I encourage you to help the video on this channel. If you like this video, like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time this video.
Yeah, she got me getting busy in there for a few minutes. Hold up, nigga.
Online is a vast universe,
Oh, this is
alive
hard.
with the
This is.
unrelenting activity and combined history
can't even
of its
upgrade.
players. Pursuing lives of
Damn,
adventure,
I forgot.
warfare,
I forgot about
and
that.
prosperity. They share this existence in the biggest single shard, free-to-play MMO of all time. Set 21,000 years in the future.
Flowers.
No, I do not.
LaMelo grabs Bam's leg, Bam hits the ground, he's out for the game. Hornets win, Spo is furious.
That's your best. Enough.
Not really, because I didn't have, I would not think of like picture of professionalism and LaMelo Ball, you know what I mean? It's not exactly
If anything, they're gonna be our bet.
that go together.
They're not.
It was an indefensive injury. Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, of course. You're so proud. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. No, you're fine, but I thought the physics of it, they talked about it in post-game. Like, Bam weighs 255 pounds. I just don't think it was like LaMelo's offhand. I don't think he was like, could do that without, I think there's an element of bad luck to it. Well, if I'm standing there, you cannot knock me down with your left hand, and I'm me. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's an element of bad luck. Yeah, but there's an element of bad luck. 9 times out of 10, he probably doesn't get hurt. Yeah. But he landed like. Listen, there's a big tree fall hard component, and he was falling, but I don't think he gets injured. Big guys know how to fall. Professional athletes know how to fall. And then when you fall in a way that you are not expecting because someone takes your leg out, contributes to your leg coming out from under him, I definitely think it contributed to the injury. And
So the nigga got hurt.
Bam.
Yeah, he did got hurt. I know he got hurt.
Yeah. I thought he got fouled out. I mean,
I just said when he grabbed the nigga leg.
I know. And like, you teach your kid like an eye for an eye is not a
he made it sound like he just got kicked out the game.
common sense.
Bam.
If doesn't get hurt,
He should win. Yeah, I think so. I think so.
the game goes to overtime. It's a
Close game, but
it would have been entirely different. It's a one game. Obviously, Bam is
there's
their
2
best
blunts
player.
on that
Good
one.
chance
I
they
had
win,
wrapped the
but
other
you
one
just-
up, but it's
You
thin.
don't know for certain, but it certainly was.
So that joint was
like,
thin.
We've all watched a
It's
lot of
just not
basketball.
as simple as saying, hey, they lost a close game, Bam, they win. I mean,
It happened early
I
in the
think
game.
so.
it certainly greatly damaged their chance of winning. I think we
It
all
was a loss.
yeah,
There's
yeah.
no doubt.
And
And
so
so I just, our eyes tell us what it was. And
I then got rolled with a paper. The one on the outside, yeah, that bitch was thin as
there's
shit.
seasons of
Burn
and
fast.
now the Hornets get to go forward. Maybe it's archaic, maybe
Oh, yeah.
but I don't think
I just rolled that bitch back on the other
What
one.
you're saying, by the way, is how the criminal justice works.
That bitch thin, ain't it?
If you
Dumb
and I
thing.
commit the same violation driving our car, and I drive into a tree and you drive into a person, we're doing the exact same thing, your penalty's harsher than mine. There's a lot of things where the reaction,
you don't always get the death.
no, I'm not saying, no, of course, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of things where the same action gets different penalties based on the impact of the action. And so what I think Danny's saying is, if LaMelo did that, the video would be the exact same, and Bam had gotten up and played the rest of the game, you wouldn't be calling for.
Of course not.
And so his
Probably
action's
aren't
the
even-
same.
Probably not even talking about it because then it's a flagrant one early in the game and the guy didn't get hurt for it. But it's the well, right. I'm saying if they would have called, but it's the playoffs, man.
Huh? No. They done. They lost. They might get to play again. They get one more game against they might be done. I think they gone. Yeah, they gone. That's it. Melo and them gotta play one more game against the other game. Yeah, something like that. Play in.
To a guy that's silly and immature, to a guy that's silly and immature and dirty. Now he won't be in the Dylan Brooks, Draymond Green category just yet, but this starts to.
Man, go smack one of these niggas. I don't know what they about, but that dude. Bunch of shit on me.
I don't think it was.
Start driving suits. They was mad about that. They was bad about that. But they tried to suspend him for the dirty play for Melo. Hey, Patty, Melo and Bam out. That's cruddy. Melo was trying to win. Nigga ain't he like, I ain't never been to the playoffs. Look what y'all talking about. You got to cheat statue whatever you got to do. You heard? First time. Crazy part, Michael Jordan should have sold the team go to the playoffs. thought he was ready at 83. Fuck that. It's playoffs, nigga. What you talking about? Playoffs. Shit different than playoffs. Everybody say, yo, an unserious hooper. He'll be out there busting niggas' ass. I am care about it. Shit wet. You're like, yo, this is kids, bro. He gonna get demon time. Guns I got. Oh no, we getting. Trying to get me killed. That nigga crashing cars and shit. He be dragging. He been getting money for a long time. When you get money for a long time like that, that's how it go, man. Look, he wrecking them bitches. And wreck that bitch. He done hit somebody. He hit a kid. Nigga crazy. Go hit a kid. That's crazy work. This bitch hard. This bitch a 4. Like a 4-4. Boom. That bitch. Boom. Big. That nigga at. Where he at? Come on his ass. Yeah, it did. It made it worse. Where he at? Oh, I gotta go down there and see what's up first. I ain't gotta go down there. What's up with y'all? No pulse, cause of death, shock, and blood loss due to multiple lacerations. Where that nigga at, man? Yeah, he cuss a lot. That nigga cuss a lot. He don't give a fuck. Mello do be wildin'. He is like, he should be media trained, but he be getting money so long, he don't give a fuck. And he knew he was gonna be nicer than his brothers, so he's just a dragger. That's it. He a young dragger. You know what I mean? I don't know how to find this nigga. Last time I was looking for this nigga, I couldn't find him. Or no, matter of fact, I did. It was hiding and shit. He'll come around this bitch killing everybody. Where this nigga at, man? He be hiding in like a cutty than he was last time. And then he be disappearing and shit, and they can't even see him. Back here somewhere. Yeah. This look like it's right up his alley. There you go. Told you. What'd I tell you? Oh, weighing that ass out. No muertes mi perra! Bitch. Oh, we got big health. Flash bang, what? Oh, don't run, bitch. Come here. Don't run. Oh, don't run, nigga. Don't get this work, bitch.
¡Solo me juzga la huesuda!
Fuck down, nigga. Oh, true. Pussy. Ain't scared of none of you psycho niggas. Now my man lit. He was weighing my ass out at first. Damn, double barrel strong as shit. Oh, let's see what that do. I want to hit a nigga with this pistol right here. This bitch hard. That's like the double barrel I had, just stronger.
I don't think it's very high, but there is
run path, I guess, that I see. If Wemby isn't 100%, and both of these teams have one thing in common, we talk about a ton with the Spurs, and don't really talk a lot about with the Blazers, because we talk a lot of Blazers, but they don't have a lot of experience. They don't have a lot of playoff experience. Like if you just say that their top 3 scorers in terms of playoff games played, we pulled it, and it's just Fox. It's just Fox, and that's for the top 7 guys for the Spurs, because then you get to Harrison Barnes at 8. For the Blazers, Holiday was a ton, obviously, but it's just, is it on the board of outcomes that Denny Avdia, who had the amazing game last night, is a guy who raises up in the playoffs, and for whatever reason, Stephon Castle isn't, and that can just be some sort of neutralizer in the series. Maybe, probably the Spurs.
Can I ask you a question? The other thing that occurred to me about the Spurs was watching the long season plus, it's not quite as it was. Like that could be an unknown obvious.
I thought the same. I mean, I don't expect the Spurs to go through a contract. But you never know. I mean, I wouldn't think it would have been that bad and that shook, if you will. So you just don't know.
I said that bad and that shook. He looked like shit last night. And y'all talking about rookie of the year.
But it might not be the worst thing.
He'd have had a good game last night. He might have got it.
To go through some adversity. And a lot of times, not just a young team, but when the team first comes together. The Boston Big Three with Garnett, Allen, and Pierce went 7 in the first round and the second round. Like, so sometimes that can be sometimes that can be they need to learn some things. So it wouldn't be the worst thing if the Blazers did
If it gets to 6, you're like, oh,
as long as they win 2 games. I won't trip if it
That isn't changed. I think that also is a testament to how impressive it was. When we talked about this series, about Blazers Suns, our general feeling, I think as a whole, was right. And if the Blazers win and the Spurs don't dispatch them easily, it's a problem. You see Denny Avdia go do what he did. It's like, oh, that could be a problem for somebody.
5-16. Why we need several people nobody. Gloves are never on. It's time now for pack.
That ass bitch had to shoot her in the head. My bad, baby. Nice fights y'all got here. Mind if I do? One of y'all has purple. Where he at?
Get it? They got wings.
Oh,
yeah, they have Atlanta Hawks. Oh, wow. How about this? The greatest second half post All-Star break improvement of the last 20 years. Wow. They went from a team that won 46% of their games before the break to nearly 77% of their games after the All-Star break. And you see there an improvement of over 30% of the win percentage, best by any team since 2005. So they're not just high, they are historically high.
Break my guns down when I just want to go sell all the guns I don't use. That's how I get my money up. More niggas, hold up. Ride on niggas when I see him. Oh, it's deep. Oh shit. They ain't see me over there beefing with them. They should have been on it. Alright, I got some. Yeah, how you do them. bitch. Yeah.
And cut out your heart!
You don't say the word right, bro.
Oregon.
Oregon.
What you doing? Yellow?
Hey, bro. You know what else is cool? Banners.
Oh, yeah.
Little trivia question associated with this. Won a lot of playoff games.
First!
Get off, nigga.
You got 3 champions up there. Playoff wins. Last 3 years. One Knicks. Boom. This guy. Can't beat me in real trivia, but beats me in this one. Nice job. The New York Knicks. Side dig, have some respect for your banners at Madison Square Garden.
Don't do this. Okay.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, Harry Styles, man. We got good banners from 1993.
We're
Come
not
on,
in
Knicks.
this field anymore. You gotta
Not a
go
lot
for
of
your-
championship banners.
Not a lot of change. We got division
Gotta
title
put
banners
something
and
up here.
concerts. The Knicks need to hang a real banner.
You gotta go to Billy Joel concert in the Garden.
You gotta put
sunglasses
something.
I feel, well, listen, the Knicks, we talk about the pressure that's on them. They have accomplished a lot in the playoffs, but not really accomplished a lot. So why? So what does hang a banner mean? Win the East. Okay, make the finals.
Sell out the Garden. I'm not standing for Billy Joel Gardens.
I've been to multiple Billy Joel concerts. You've been to
multiple?
Yeah, of course.
Where?
Carrier Dome, Wrigley Field.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, don't sound like this.
You gotta go to the Garden though.
You're my best.
Piano Man in the Garden. Watch out.
Because we're not his age. You're going to Muller 40 or 38 years old. Go to all these Billy Joel concerts.
New York State of mind. The Garden hits hard.
Ric Flair. Because to be the man, you gotta
Beat the man. Yeah. Woo!
Tatum.
The Hawks on the stretch Talk about
on the last 2 months of NBA.
Oh shit. Right. Oh shit, yeah. He was smoked up there. Whatever this is, he was smoked, nigga.
Since Tatum's come back, so not a surprise.
His weapon up. Them niggas put them Gatling guns down first. Bitch.
We're coming for you!
Everybody tell y'all niggas block on motherfuckers street around here. I don't even want you. Burnt myself. Burnt myself. That's the best ones. Like they all the stuff got like ranks, like different little shit to make my man upgrade. This purple shit is the next level. Like the best level one that I got so far.
2026 NFL Draft is going to bring you inside the team. The biggest storylines ahead of the big day. We have
I'm ready to go upgrade my man now for real. I got my paper up.
undrafted. It's not a big
A lot of guys go undrafted.
It was blocked. I'm ready to call it to me again.
This one is a little bit more philosophical. All right? And we're eventually apply this to Fernando Mendoza.
Couldn't drive through there. Call. Oh, nigga hit me.
Mitch Trubisky and Patrick Mahomes.
Bitch.
And so the whole age-old question was what
Don't
would
hit me.
happen if would Mahomes be Mahomes? If
Hey,
they
yo.
go in
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what is that? That's one of them speed niggas, bro. Where he at, bro? He out here somewhere, bro. Nigga ain't just hitting me out of nowhere, bro. That nigga running past, hitting me running, bro.
Let's go to your guy, Patrick Mahomes. Do I believe Patrick Mahomes is that guy?
Oye, despacio. ¡Ah!
What's up, bro? These niggas blocking the street again.
But my point is to it all, man. When you structure matters, because a guy like Brock Purdy, for instance.
It's in my sights!
Crazy up there. Oh, bitch. Fuck firing me like that? This nigga. Face. Oh, it's turned.
Screw you.
What's up, bitch?
He is starting with an offensive head.
Like, yeah, cause I got a gun out. Yeah, the gun.
Should not be two coaches.
I ain't trying to shoot.
Previous three number one overall pick quarterbacks. All of a sudden, I actually think Fernando Mendoza is walking into a certainly above average, but dare I even say good situation for a number one overall. Yeah, he's definitely. When I look at this situation, what's even better, have a better quarterback that if you say you're going to hold, not saying that that's going to be the philosophy, but if you decided, you know what, we're going to allow you to see how we
Orlando and Philly tonight. Golden State and LA.
terrorist organization, and it needs to be removed from every fucking ballot in this country and replaced with a new party. Anybody who supports the Democratic Party needs to be labeled as a terrorist and or put on a watch list. The time for talking is over. We need to organize against the Democrats and the liberals, and we need to start taking action. We have tried working with you. We have tried seeing things from your perspective, but we cannot coexist anymore. There is no more trying to get along with you. We need to start figuring out a way how to organize off this app in person. I've seen lots of Democrats and liberals cheering for this, and I've seen lots of liberals and Democrats asking, where is our humanity? Our humanity and our civility die. The Democratic...
No. Mine is definitely still here. Now, no, we don't want to become what we're fighting against. So we just gonna pause right there. That clip, that's just what happens when frustration turns into exaggeration. You know, you can hear it in the emotion. But you can also hit a jump because once you start throwing everything in one bucket, history, you're not explaining anything anymore. You're just saying. Here's the part nobody, wants to hear. Nobody gets not being heard. They don't get quieter. They get louder. Sharper. Reckless. Sometimes. Now, I understand the frustration, obviously, but y'all know what I'm pushing against. So, don't miss the setup, because that energy didn't come from nowhere, though. Now, I want you to watch what happens when you leave social media and go to that. I want to warn y'all not going to see me for a little while. I'll probably chime in somewhere midway through, but this is about almost 8 minutes, so go and get your popcorn.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically my opinion, personally. Let me ask you guys one more question. Whoever wants to answer. If it was, say it wasn't Trump, say it was J.D. Vance, say it was another Republican, would you be on board with the Conservative Party as much as you are Trump? Is it more about just picking a different party, or is it all in on Trump?
As long as the policies are in the same way, what we've been doing. As long as there's some type of change,
So it's more about the change.
Right. And he's the one speaking of those changes. So obviously,
yeah.
One of the qualifications for being a leader is you have to have leader qualities. You can't be someone that can't lead to be a leader. So it goes based on who has these qualities to not be pushed over or not get taken advantage of. And that's what it comes down to. Who's going to do that? And right now we got, the answer is Donald Trump. And Vance is going to be, it's Vance 2028. That's how they're going to follow it up. He's going to win. He's going to be our next president, 48th president. So that's just how it's going to carry over. We may see a switch from a blue Democratic Philly in the next 10 years to a red. All the Democratic cities are Philly, Chicago, LA, DC,
New York, yeah.
What's their condition? All the ones that up, they got all these shootings, all this, they can't, you can steal over, as long as it's not over $1,000, like they got all this craziness. I went into Wawa the other day, there's nothing in there. You don't even have to pay. I was like, we're the only people paying. There's nothing in the store.
I felt like you would go something wrong for me.
I'm from California. I know about that.
Oh, yeah. I've never been somewhere where, like, people steal so much. I'm like, am I doing something wrong for me?
I know. I'm actually paying.
Deodorant, you gotta get it out the heat.
Oh, man. I know.
Deodorant?
Yeah.
I am voting for Donald Trump for the second time. This is so interesting. The first time I voted for Donald Trump, I was a police officer here in Philadelphia. I worked the riots. Yes, we were so incredibly disappointed. We couldn't believe it when things didn't go as expected. But we have hope, of course. So I am putting all of my hope on Donald Trump. Trump, baby drill, baby drill. He is what we need in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is Trump country. There's absolutely not a doubt in my mind about that, and I'll tell you why. America needs to get back on track, on the road to prosperity. This is what we need. We need prosperity in our country. We need order at the border. We need a lack of, we need to invest in a lack of transparency in our children's education. I am a public school educator in Chester City, and I see it all of the time, and it's something that definitely has to stop. The Department of Education is growing too large, so what we need parents more involved in their children's education. We need to know what's being taught in the classroom. We need to know what books are offered in the classroom. You agree? Yes, this is what we need. We need order at the border. And people say to me, Alfie, that's racist, that's racist. No, it's not. Okay? What is a country without a border?
You're giving trillions of to a bunch of country around the world that we don't even know the wars about. Most of us don't need to know the difference. We try to say Palestine, Israel. Most people don't really know. We got to keep talking about it over and over again. But yeah, $750 to people in North Carolina.
That's where we're from, North Carolina.
Come on,
that was
$750. He is the only white man in America to stand on a platform and say, black people, we owe you. Period. That's where my common sense started.
That's a fact.
He attempted to make sure he was a man of his word. It was blocked. I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm not doing this because I hate this side or that side. I'm starting from that common sense that this man said, only white man in America to stand up and say we owe.
As I said, trust me, I used to be a cop.
Now, isn't it unfortunate how thinking for yourself, having actual, how do I say, data to back up how you feel and why you chose to vote the way that you wanted to vote, all that be reduced to something like white supremacy. This is clearly debunking the narrative 100%. Now, I just wanted to chime in a little bit just to let y'all know I was here and I was watching. However, I do want to add to what he was saying. Donald Trump has done an incredible amount of work towards the black communities. You're talking about permanent funding for HBCUs, opportunity zones, unemployment. Come on, so much. You freed so many, how do I say, granted pardons to so many individuals whom were wrongfully or rightfully convicted, but the time left may have been a little bit too long. Now, I'm going to go ahead and shut up and get back to it. But I wanted to come in and say,
white man in America to stand up and say we owe.
As I said, trust me, I used to be a cop in Philly. I know, okay? I've seen the car accidents with those who are here in the country illegally, driving with no driver's license, and they're injured. Then what? They go to the hospital, they have no money, they have no hope. It's not okay. It is not okay to permit people to come into a country and place them in a permanent underclass where they have no hope. They will never, ever, ever see the American dream because it simply is not in their reach because the resources are not here. It's not okay. So that is the reason Americans need to put their foot down and say no.
So I'm not saying you got to be dedicated to anything. Let's use common sense. So if you're not completely a Republican or a Democrat, but let's think for a second. The Democrats right now are saying boys should be girls. Common sense. That's just. They said Trump got a 2025 plan. Hold it. Did y'all meet the man? This man, if it was his plan, he would not let somebody else claim his plan. So if somebody got an agenda out there, like everybody needs to have an agenda, and some things may be in line, but that's not his plan. Do we have some things to be concerned with Mr. Trump about? Yes, we do. January 6 people shouldn't even be discussed anymore. They should stay in jail. That was wrong. Cops having 100% immunity, that's just crazy. That's scary. The immigration issue is an issue because the immigration issue has to be bigger because they came in as immigrants to go into black and minority communities to weaken that base. It just got out of hand and now it's throwing everything else. But now what they did, common sense, you're giving a bunch of people money. And thank you, Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. Y'all actually did a good job of waking the country up. When y'all cursed and said enough's enough and said, darn it, this is crazy.
There's no prosecution of crime in this area. That's why people are fed up. And there was a dirt bike chase on the street just last Sunday night. There was a helicopter and about 30 cops chasing a guy on a dirt bike around there. It wasn't on the news. They don't put that on the news.
No. Because you keep hearing that the Philadelphia suburbs are turning more blue.
I completely agree with that. I have family Doylestown, I have family in Norristown, I have family in Souderton, and that was true 8 years ago. That was true at the initial Obama, and there was a transition of people thinking that there's time for a change, and then the change happened. But now, in retrospect, people are looking back and say, okay, wait. Maybe not so. Maybe there was something that I felt guilty about that made me make the decision, but there are people now who are coming back and saying, okay, I have a family, I have a life, and voting Republican is best for the majority of the people who I know.
Mm-hmm. Would you say 50-50? This is like the most swingiest of all the states, swingiest. Do you think that that's off? Do you believe that the polls are correct?
So, 50-50 majority vote, yes, because if you look at like inner city Philadelphia, and if you look at Pittsburgh, and if you look at there may be another county that I'm not sure, like way up northwest. There's a lot of people in those areas. But when you start looking at the individual counties and you just count the count.
These are regular people, country. Talking like, hey, yo, something isn't as obviously it's the woman behaves incredibly well. And what they're not saying right now, they're not quoting policy papers, they're not debating hashtags. They're talking about nothing to say. They're talking about system's not doing what this is supposed to do. They were told to do. They look irrelevant. It's not ideology, but they're right there is just daily life. Here's where it gets uncomfortable for the Democrats, man. The voters start describing reality in simple terms. All the politicians in the world can't override. You can reframe statistics, you can rename policies, you can hold your little press conference, but you can't still say they walk out every single day and they don't live in. What's that disconnect saying? Something else starts happening. Even people who aren't supposed to say it start saying it.
Buddy, Stephen A. says that there's no hope for the Democrats, and that when you look at them now, you believe that they just can't find their way. Why? When nothing but opportunity in front of them to pick up the mantle that MAGA was supposed to be about, which is take that opportunity. Obviously, the administration can't promise to change.
What's up, Chew? You want some?
Why even try?
¿Qué quieres?
Hey, watch it!
Help me!
One side saying, look at the market, things aren't collapsing. The other side saying, people are feeling that, they ain't feeling like that. Here's the problem. If your message relies on people feeling worse than that data actually suggests, but their personal situation isn't matching the story, you lose credibility. And if your opponent can point out the numbers that contradict your warning, start looking like you're reaching. That's why that exchange is harder than it looks. It's not just about stocks and bonds, it's about trust. So step back and look at what you just watched. A frustrated voice online. Real people in geeks, I'm talking crazy. Real people in a major city. A mainstream personality, Stephen A. Smith calling out direction, and then you got a live TV moment where the message gets tested. Rooms, same tension. At some point, it stops being about left versus right and starts being about what people are being told lines up with what they actually live.
there's no limit to how creative you can get with all of these tools in one collection. 3 powerful effects generators, and you're not just getting plugins, you're getting a full creative system. Try Output One free today. That's a crazy deal. You don't want to miss it.
Parents of children who play Roblox. If your child is sexually exploited, abused, or pressured to share explicit content by someone they met on Roblox, you may qualify to file a claim. Estimated compensation varies depending on what happened and how it affected your child. For cases involving exposure to sexual materials, estimated compensation is $25,000. If your child was coerced into sending explicit content and is receiving ongoing mental health treatment, estimated compensation.
Some crew taking you along as bait?
That a compliment?
You look different.
Try again.
Hey, Rogue.
Maybe you'll
Ready?
find some charm third time
Again,
around.
you.
We going?
Where's Johnny? Couldn't make it after all?
I'm just your driver.
See, you keep him on a short leash. Wise beyond your years. This Johnny's Porsche? Where'd you get it?
That's what was in the container. The one Grayson was talking about.
Okay. Got a lot of memories in this car. Let's go.
Silver Pixel Cloud, your favorite place?
Once, probably. Haven't been there in ages. Drive-ins went out of style a century ago. But Silver Pixel's still hanging in there.
Sounds like a preem place for a date.
Thought so too. Which is why I suggested Johnny take me there. 1,000,000 years ago.
So it wasn't his idea.
Of course not. His idea of a romantic night out was blowing up Arasaka HQ. All right, V. Tell me what's going on. For real.
Meaning?
Johnny doesn't do a thing without an ulterior motive. So what's in play this time?
Johnny's changed. He really does want to spend some time with you. No hooks, no lines, no sinkers.
Right.
All units in the area.
Rogue?
Criminal activity
Just
reported
taking
in
it all.
Watch.
So recently, I went back and rewatched a absolute classic, Menace to Society, released in 1993. It's a gritty crime drama set in South Central LA that follows the story of Kane, an 18-year-old trying to navigate a world shaped by violence, drugs, and culture. Now, instead of me doing a full breakdown on this film, I wanted to focus on one of the most interesting characters, O-Dog. O-Dog is Kane's best friend, but he represents
Roger.
A selfless Johnny Silver.
again, but I'll handle it.
Apparently you're a positive influence on
Any
him.
update on my overtime bonus? Dispatch?
O-Dog shows little remorse for his actions and rarely thinks about the consequences. What makes this character interesting but at the same time frustrating is that we don't get much of a backstory. This contrasts with Kane. His mom was strung out on heroin. His dad was a pimp and drug dealer. So we can see why Kane was going down. But O-Dog, we don't get anything. My bad
Code 0. I repeat, Code 0 in this area. All units resume normal duties.
Moments created long-lasting effects and still you guys can relate to me. When I say growing up, you know what comes to O-Dog. This is what makes this game. What drives him. O-Dog walked into a convenience store to buy alcohol, even though they're under the age. So off the bat, this raises red flags. How is this allowed? Is this normal for them? That's the story. I need people. I had all these questions. Watching O-Dog first calls this alcohol.
Here we are.
Top 10 most it's sad to say, a lot of us are going to experience this at some point in our life. The thing is, I can understand that you may have had incidents of black people stealing from the store, but just because you points to a bigger pattern of many businesses in predominantly black areas that aren't owned by any black people. The hair stores, the Asian food spots, the convenience stores run by Arab or Indians. So many of these non-black minorities are making all this money off of us while also not giving back in any shape. At the same time, you do pay start strengthening violence. Immediately respond to that's not allowed. Meanwhile, the continued this is a job response for aggressive burden of their Vietnam. First, I want to support a business that including them. But at the same time, all of the stores are owned by non-black people who operate the same
Fuck. I don't believe it.
It really has been years. Managed to shut the whole thing down.
V, try to get inside.
Can't stop us, won't stop us. We asked you out on a date.
All right. Do your thing. I'll watch.
Okay, gotta be the past, this.
Guess we really are going to the movies.
All right,
Bam,
let's
bam,
go.
sha-la-la.
Well done. Try and get the projector started. I'll get us some seats.
Sure thing.
Exactly where I was supposed to take her 50-odd years ago. Right, let's go check the projector. Entrance is over here. Okay, looks like I found the projector. You wouldn't happen to know how to get it up and running.
Huh, interesting.
Bushido 10, Fade to Black. Must be a classic by now.
See.
Look at that. Last played Bushido 10. Perfect.
Looks like a spurt of runny shit.
V, we're at a drive-in. Movie's the last thing we care about. Just want some background noise, a little blood, tits, and gore, that sort of thing.
Bushido will give you that.
All right, V, run along. I'll take it from here. Let's get out of here.
Have fun, you crazy kids.
Grabbed us the best spot. Hop on up.
this how you imagined this evening going?
Always knew things would have to change for us to just go out and catch a movie. Never imagined they'd change this much. Let's pretend it's 2015, huh? We just met, and I got no idea what a bastard you are.
Sure, lured you to the movies so we could bang, by the way. It's technically a possibility, you know.
Okay, so it's 2015. If you could do it all again, what would you change? Anything at all?
I'd do everything in my power not to lose you.
Johnny,
Hey. What's this?
Nothing, it's just... Had a lot of time to think while you were away. What ifs and all that.
All that counts is I'm back. With you. Think that's way better than any what if.
But all we got's this one night.
It's more than I ever could have asked for. Rogue, I'm here on borrowed time in a borrowed body. But I'm here.
Johnny, I can't. It's not right.
Meaning not fair to V?
Not fair to you. Tried so hard to pretend nothing's changed. To pretend I'm the same Rogue you knew. Actually managed to fool myself for a little. Get back on my own.
Rogue! Fuck. Rogue's gone.
Yep.
Guess things did not go swimmingly.
Nope. Was gonna be a nice night at the drive-in. Now she's mad and won't tell me what about.
Any guesses?
Remember Grayson, how they spoke? How weird it was?
Weird's not the word, I don't think. He was toying with her. Could be something to that.
Gotta mull it over. For now, take me to North Oak.
That's supposed to help you figure out Rogue?
No, Carrie. Tell you once we're there. Movie was a turd wrapped in crepe paper.
Yeah, hey.
Hello, V. Ugh, I'm starting to feel that stress go away. Well, you don't look like a nomad to me at all.
Come here. How's it going?
Depends on what the it is. And what you want to hear.
Oh, you know, the huge. I longed for you, V.
Oh, I see you've already played out this conversation all on your own. Force of habit.
Pan Am.
I did, though. I missed you.
I could sit here with you all night.
I think I'd like that.
Let's talk a little while longer, before I have to Delta somewhere.
You have no idea how much I needed that. The City of Dreams. I'd gladly kick the balls off the idiot who thought that one up. Guess that is all she wrote.
How's it going with Rogue?
It's going. Knock on wood.
So, things are settled?
For now, we're good at avoiding each other, and that's fine with me. Seems we think alike. Mm-hmm. It's as if you've read my mind. V. Mm-hmm. I couldn't ask for more. Oh, stop.
Let's talk a little while longer, before I have to Delta somewhere.
You have no idea how much I needed that. Mm-hmm. It's as if you've read my mind. Yeah, it's been a long day.
necessarily talking about the same thing, but I'm gonna finish. Michelle Obama is one of the most talented people we have who entered this political sphere. She's very educated. She's very well spoken. She's a beautiful woman.
Well, that's all your opinion, my guy. Right? You say that as if that's factual. I think a lot of the qualities he just outlined there are opinions about Michelle Obama. But we'll continue.
And all she's doing is speaking her mind right now. And the trouble that Republicans have, and the trouble that you have, it's fascinating to watch, is that her truth.
This is not about skin color.
No, I'm just saying. Because everyone has the same, it's the same reverberation. When you have a black woman that's speaking her truth, the way that she is, with the power that she is, with the education that she has. We're talking about the fact that she has a JD.
I never knocked on that.
No, we're talking about she has a JD.
She has a JD. She has a JD. Who gives a shit? Seriously, who cares if Michelle Obama has a JD? These people are so elitist when it comes to these degrees, especially black folks, right? One of the most annoying things are black people who feel like they're better than other folks because they got a degree, a worthless degree, by the way. Most of the degrees worthless, right? Oh, I got a master's degree. Who cares, right? What does a master's degree mean in 2026? Let's keep it 100. I mean, unless it's in something legit. But most of these people don't have master's degrees in legit stuff, right? In actual skill. Okay? So, I got a degree, I'm more valuable, I'm more important, or I'm better than everybody else. Who cares about your degree, bro? Degrees don't mean a damn thing in 2026. Let's keep it 100.
We're talking about the fact that she's never posed nude. We're talking about, but that's the.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't think anybody wants to see Michelle Obama pose nude, right? I don't think that she can make money doing that. Maybe with some types of people, right? But I don't think that anybody wants to see that, right? I think if Michelle Obama actually did that, and make a whole lot of money doing it, who knows? Maybe she probably would. I don't know. I
Here's the thing, right? This dude talking about some Michelle Obama, some Tito's and cranberry juice. I'm like, you're pretending as if Michelle Obama is the same individual who runs around talking about how bothered she is about white people, right? How bothered she is that she's not getting love and admiration, that she feels like she deserves a place, right? She's the one that runs around triggered by white people. I mean, let's keep it 100. That's why she always plays victim card. She's not unbothered, okay? She clearly is bothered, right? But yeah, this is kind of great. Like the fact that she's so qualified or that she's black and position. They never say that. They only put it on for liberal. Just like they don't criticize models, which Melania Trump was a model, unless they're conservative, right? They're conservative model, right? Or they're Republican women or whatever, or they're married to Republicans. These people are going to put it down, right? As a agree. Okay? Now all of a sudden, leftists are not okay with the model, right? Is a career that you should be ashamed of, okay? Melania Trump is smiling back at me. Chris Magazine is like, it's just kind of crazy the democracy. It's just crazy to study. But yeah, I mean, this dude tried to do race war, and she pushed back on it. It's not about race. The criticism of Michelle Obama is the fact that she's very important. I think the main criticism of her is that she plays the victim card, despite being one of the most privileged women to ever live in the history of this country, right? Michelle Obama, for the most part, has had a great life as a so-called black woman. But yet, listen to her, what things are okay. And I think that is the main criticism of her. She should stop bitching and crying about this country and just appreciate the fact that she has achieved the things that she has achieved, despite being a so-called victim. But hey, we're not transparent. We should like, comment, and subscribe, support, and share if you like.
Worst thing is about this place. No, the fucking smell.
Virginia Grantchester, citing her most recent book, In the Shade of an Apple Tree, as a treasure of this generation. Grantchester, who is an AI created by Raven Microcybernetics, has been lauded for several of her works over the years. Her first novel, Requiem for a Samurai, which was published in 70 languages simultaneously, sold over 3 million copies. In the Shade of an Apple Tree is a drama set in 20th century Ireland and is already considered a masterpiece of post-collapse literature. This has been your World Report. Thank you for tuning in to N54 News.
So, what are we going to talk about yesterday?
It's all in the report.
Oh, I read it.
I would say go to start something.
Hey, yo.
Without asking me. My social media. Okay. You can't just use me for social media and not.
Well, so why are we here exactly?
Heard Carey got himself a buck a mansion here. Done well.
Where do you hear anything about Carey?
In and about town. Scream sheets are full of shit about him. Oh, right. You weren't around.
Mm-hmm. Your big night out. So what? Want to pay him a visit?
Yep. Seems as good a time as any.
So I gotta hit Carey's digs, look around, critique the drapes?
Know what they're writing about him? He's depressed, attempted suicide.
What, really worried he wants to hurt himself?
Who knows? Either way, could give him some pointers.
Meaning you want to go in person. Gotta hand you the reins again.
Yes. Behaved myself last time, didn't I? I think I warrant another furlough for good behavior.
1,000 times no. Don't trust you. Honestly, kind of surprised you'd even ask.
Had to try. But I guess I'm not surprised. Dick. Okay. If you change your mind, let me know.
Okay, but I want to know what you plan to do.
Nothing stupid, I promise. Just want to see how he's doing.
How you plan to tell him it's you? Could be dealing with some real personal shit right now. Might not be the best time to mess with his head.
V-Care was always dealing with personal shit. That's why, in spite of everything else, we got along. Don't worry. I'll play it by ear, sensitively. First things first. We gotta get into that house.
Okay, just let me know when you want to take the wheel.
By a deed that has the wrong.
Hey yo!
A couple of
Bang, bro. You that dumbass shit again, bro. Stupid ass. Stop doing that shit. Leave her the fuck alone. Lay down. Lay down. good? Ain't had no butter. I ain't had no butter, yo, so I use honey. The motherfucker was alright though. I put it up in me. A little bit of lemon pepper on there. You said what, bro? Sleep. Okay, AI. It's a grilled cheese. That's what it is. Cause I ain't had no butter, so I use honey. You look like you did. And you ain't been down this bitch all day. You been up that bitch all. You went out. Said she was getting out at 8:30. She probably on her way back. 8:50.
Gary Uridine residents, please wait while I connect. What?
You'll never guess who.
Huh? Can't hear ya.
Come back later? Maybe?
Nah, come on. We're lucky the dog's even home.
So, we gotta get active on this one. Title of the video I'm about to go through is automatic draft registration in December. Now, this is more of a but before we go there, let's go to TikTok and see some initial actions in regards to this.
What the hell do you mean we are all going to be automatically registered for the military draft? The government literally just announced that in December, all men ages 18 to 25 will be automatically registered for the military draft. Like what? Like, gang, is this legal? Whatever happened to consent? Like, I'd rather have my own crank me a billion times. We go fight for these billionaires. I don't got nothing to do with.
Hold on a second. Why on earth would you be cracking your cheeks?
Hey, what are you talking
my mind, I'd rather do time in jail than to go abroad. So I don't know how your mind went once you put some baby oil on the goddamn those clips. Absurd.
I don't got nothing to do with it. And people on Kalshi are putting bread that the U.S. food prices are just going to keep rising. Like, bro, I swear we can't have nothing. What the hell do you mean we are all going to be automatically registered for the military?
Hey, yo, shut up. We ain't go back out back.
Men sign up to vote.
Shut the fuck up.
But even though they don't have the ability to vote,
Yo, shut up, yo.
their offspring should let's send the aristocrats the automatic instead of the common vote.
Shut the fuck up.
I am not a conscientious objector. If that doesn't work, I'll
The hell is this freak tech?
like, yeah, that. I think they're on track if they think they could actually draft anyone in the United States to object to. Also, I'm on the later. If you're 20, you're first to go. The way drafting works.
Fugly as seafood barf. Hope it was expensive at least. Something's gotta justify this level of tacky.
25 and then they jump back.
What we're watching is realizing in real time that most people can't.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. I'm Amy Goodman. The federal government's preparing to begin automatically registering eligible U.S. men ages
Oh, fuck.
26.
Cookie cutter crap straight from a catalog. Doubt Carrie picked this.
73.
Always ate out. Always.
Of eligible men in case the draft is restored. The new rules around automatic military draft registration were tucked into the 2026 National Defense Authorization Act. In early March, White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt did not rule out President Trump reinstating the draft itself. She was questioned by Fox News host Maria Bartiromo.
Mothers out there are worried that we're going to have a draft, that they're going to see their sons get in and daughters get involved in this. What do you want to say about the president's plans for troops on the ground? As we know, it's been largely an air campaign up until now.
Yeah.
It has been.
Bet he sits here and thinks, the fuck I need all this shit for?
Options off of the table.
We're joined now by Edward Hasbrook, organizer with the Anti-Draft Coalition, which opposes the plan for automatic registrations, calling for repeal of the Military Selective Service Act. Editor and publisher of Resistors.info. He is a member of the War Resisters League and the Military Law Task Force of the National Lawyers Guild. His recent piece for Responsible Statecraft is headlined, "Even if Team Trump wanted a military draft would be a fiasco," unquote. In the 1980s, Hasbrook publicly refused to register for the draft and spent 6 months in prison. Can you talk, Edward, about what has changed? What is this draft registry that the Trump administration is bringing back?
Selective service within very few people do the efforts to enforce that against a handful of public non-registrants whose
Probably the only actual necessity in this whole pad.
in the early 1980s, nobody has been prosecuted in decades. But in the face of growing pressure to recognize the failure of selective service and the unavailability of the draft, instead, to save their jobs, the Selective Service System came up with a plan which they managed to sneak through Congress last year to give Selective Service a second chance to try to register potential draftees automatically. Now that won't work because the federal government doesn't have the data they need, but it will produce a database that's highly vulnerable to misuse and weaponization, and even more importantly, it will continue
Looks like he's showering.
Alone, too. Good thing, believe me. Okay, leave the rest to me. I'll get him out of there.
larger, longer wars without war planners having to think about whether enough people would be willing to fight them.
Why do you write that to activate the draft would be a fiasco?
Well, in order to figure out who's supposed to register,
Drop one of Misty's special pills. Let's go.
you don't have to report it to the government.
Not yet. Give me a sec.
What? Don't trust me after all?
signed at birth.
You ever gonna make up your damn mind?
For the draft, which isn't reflected in current records in many cases that show current gender. They need to know the names and mailing addresses of every immigrant, including undocumented immigrants who clearly aren't included in current federal databases. So they wouldn't have a database that's either accurate or complete. And in addition, they would have the same problems enforcing an actual draft that they had when they tried to enforce registration back in the 1980s, which are that they could only prosecute people if they could prove that their refusal was knowing and willful, which meant they first had to track them down and provably notify them, which they could do in a handful of cases for show trials, but it didn't.
Oh, feels so much better.
Abandoned the
Now let's see what you're up for show and which are actually strummable.
was that the prosecutions backfired, and young people got the message that there was
The desire to
quiet but persistent, non-violent, non-cooperation by young people.
All right.
That has been one of the most
Carrie?
We should thank young people for their service in bringing in military.
No. That's some fucking joke.
Shortly.
Hang on. What did Silverhand tell me before he died?
Impossible to try to enforce it in mass.
This a test. Could we just play you another song?
Answer me.
Governed by
Told you to leave Samurai. Go.
response to combat this.
Johnny fucking Silverhand.
Enable the data collection process. It should make it easier.
I mean, how?
Surprise.
That any sane country
Motherfucker!
unless they bring the fight to you. And where you live, you should not need
Okay. Weren't expecting me. I get it.
Oh, fucking contraire. Been waiting 50 years to do that.
After Trump's inauguration, DOJ
So you
was
changed
sent
a
and
bit.
given access to
Exploring a new style.
current Selective Service Registration
kinda.
database.
What about
What's the
you?
relationship between the Selective Service System
Johnny.
and immigration
Oh,
enforcement?
yeah. You need a drink?
Or putting in place
All right.
this,
Come on.
plan for
Tell me.
automatic draft registration.
Why do you look like a small-time klepto-punk from the afterlife?
Unless
This is V. You'd like him.
The fuck, Johnny? Doesn't explain a thing.
Nice place.
Ain't seen much of it yet. Moved in after the 4th album came out.
All sold well, apparently.
Fuck you, Johnny. Don't even start.
Who'd you sign with?
Shit. With Arasaka. Mornings, I record at their studio. Then evenings, Yori pops over for a little neighborly cookout.
And who'd you really sign with?
MSM Records.
Another pillar of society.
Come on. Sit down with me. Tell me where you've been all this time.
Steel yourself for a long story.
I just really want it to be tragic. Sad as all fuck over all those years. Cause we're cool and relaxed in orbit.
Around, and it is. It's amazing to watch.
Listen, judge for yourself.
Oh, fuck. Remember? The one damn time Henry showed up sober and clean as a whistle.
Uh-huh, and played absolute tripe.
At least Danny was happy.
Still in touch with the gang?
Just Nance. Changed her name to Bess Isis. Works for N54 News. Could track down Denny and Henry if you want. Maybe get together? You know, jam or something? Hello? Fucking Earth to fucking Johnny Silverhand. Johnny, you still around? Hello? Fucking Earth to fucking Johnny Silverhand. Johnny, you still around?
Henry probably killed his own liver.
Nah, I would've heard if he was gone. Got mutual friends. A few calls and I should be able to track him down.
Let me get a bump, Let me get a bump.
Johnny?
Best ISIS. Damn, Nance. You want to bring Samurai back? All right, let's do it.
Fuck yeah! Okay. Send you Nancy's number in a sec. I'll go after Henry and Denny.
I'm not there. Figure it out with V.
Sure. You two get along?
Not lately, no. We don't have much of a choice, though.
I just turned it off so I can roll up.
How am I?
Johnny, you okay?
No.
So you must be V. Johnny mentioned something like this might happen.
Like a goddamn mascot. No, I just was walking back there for something else, and he wanted to go out. So
V.
I just banged his ass with the shoe. He was in here trying to be sneaky, climbing on her back. I heard her get mad.
You drift off or what?
Go lay down. She was chilling. He just came back in. And then as soon as he come back in with the bullshit, then he start whining and shit. And I'm like, the fuck is you sitting? You whining at the door to get in, then you sit under the table whining. What's wrong with you, yo?
You two have fun at least?
That a hint of disapproval, I hear? Just sit tight for a bit. Rest. Don't worry about a thing.
The hell is this concert thing?
Did you hear that?
Gets sharper as the pills wear off. So?
Want to see Samurai live?
5 minutes.
Probably won't get another chance.
Off of her, bro.
Want to talk?
It's Thursday. I thought the day was Thursday. I said, come on. I said, bro, I'm trying to buy a Jimmy Mac for DJ, yo. He said, I don't want none. I said, come on, yo, it's Thursday.
Want to talk?
Cars tonight. It's fucking Wednesday. Like, oh shit, never mind. What, he was asleep when you went up there? What you drop? I got it.
What are you waiting for?
That's crazy. Philly even got a chance to make it to the playoffs from the suckers they was all year. There you go. What's up, fool? Thought you was up there counting sheep. DJ. Bert just came on, he just woke up for real. He want a sandwich. He went back right up to sleep.
Okay, calling Nancy.
Fuck yeah, nice.
Okay, even I know that one.
An oldie but a goodie. All right, I'll give him that one.
Nancy? Bess? Bess Isis?
Cigarette, yo?
No, this is her underpaid, underappreciated assistant. Steven, N54 News, how can I help?
Want to talk to Bess?
She's not here.
This might be able to pull it off, man. 67-60, third quarter, still have a time. I picked the Sixers because Paolo and them been fucking bumming it up. They talking about trading Paolo. I'm like, damn, they gonna get a nigga up. Crazy work. #1 draft pick. Just get a nigga up. That's crazy. They petty in basketball. They see a nigga that they think for a second is a little bit better. You're gone. You could have been that guy 5 minutes ago.
I don't give a fuck if
like they did the nigga IT. Your little ass average 30. 5'9". When this Kyrie came available, got his ass up out of there. Yo, you got to shut up, bro. Shit is dumb annoying. Shut up. Let's go.
Calling from Carrie Uridine's residence.
Cool. But Bess still isn't here. She was supposed to be back 2 days ago. Went to the Totentons to shoot some stuff, story on Maelstrom. Call back next week or just watch the news. Anything happens to her, I'll be the first to cover it.
Got a bad feeling, V. Think we better head to the Taunton tent.